What up, players? So in the last video you guys saw, pretty much sanded everything down. I think I didn't have the fenders sanded down, but now I do. So I got the fenders both sanded down to bare metal, primered them. I think I took some pictures or maybe videos, so I can roll those right now. I'm pretty much talking about it, but pretty much what I'm gonna be doing right now, I'm gonna be working on these holes. The Nova has like a few holes on this door. There's like another one right here. I'm not sure. I don't think this quarter panel has any of those kind of holes, but this side also has those holes. So I got a few holes here I gotta poke out. I think there was like one more right here somewhere, but then it goes along over here too. So I'm actually gonna, like, you could see some of them, they're not poked out, but I'm gonna clean it up so I can see where all the holes are. Okay, you can see right here. It kind of goes all the way across. So there's one there, one there, one there. I'm gonna try poking all these holes out. There's one right here too. And these are simple, just small little spots like this. This side's got a little hole too. This spot got a little hole right here. And the side marker, little spot right there. But pretty much just fix up all the little holes and stuff. My brother's got a customer, one of his customers' blazers that he's doing the body work and everything on. And it's got a bunch of stuff that needs to be welded too, so I think today he's gonna point them all out to me when he's off of work so I know what to work on. So I could start welding on that stuff and he could start doing the body work on mine, but I need to finish all these little dots and stuff so he can start working on the panels. I guess it's time to get to it. I'm gonna get this welding machine on and start rolling on this. Alright, so pretty much what I'm gonna start off by doing is getting these things back down to bare metal. So I mean this is what I'm using. I think it's like a little 40 or 80 grit. I don't even know what size it is, but it doesn't really matter. You can use a wire brush, get all this. I mean, it's just primer now, but I mean, look. You get it down to bare metal like that. Super simple. And you know, just weld away at it. So that's what I'm gonna do at all these. Pretty self-explanatory. You've probably seen it done on the channel a couple times before. And yeah, nothing crazy, guys. So I'm gonna be tackling all these holes right now, and I'll catch you guys up when I finish these. All right, guys, just wrapped up these holes real quick. I just cleaned it all the way across so I could wipe it. You can see some of it's not like completely grinded away. It is a long low spot, so I don't know if Martin's gonna bring it back out a little more or what he's gonna do, but I'm gonna wipe it back down and spray a quick line of primer over it. Same with that little spot up there, and then we should be moving to the other side and everything will be good. Actually, some people were asking, like, what do we use to like paint the bare metal and how pretty much how we're prepping it. Forgot to mention it. So this is the bare metal, and I just wiped this using Prep All. So I just got like these little towels, cheap towels from AutoZone, and this is the Prep All right here. So this is the Prep All, pretty much removes any grease or anything on the metal. And so just get a little bit on a rag and just wipe it off, and it kind of comes up. Keep wiping until there's pretty much nothing left on the, no more dirt or anything coming off. And then after that, you're pretty much ready. Spray it up. When my brother is not able to spray it with his gun, I've just been using these spray cans, Transtar primer. So that's pretty much what I've been using. So I'm gonna spray this up real quick. All right, guys, I already finished those two. I think it was like 2 or 3 holes there, and then I had a bunch of holes along here. You kind of see where it was like pushed in and they try to pull it out a little, so that's gonna need a little bit of work, but I finished those. There's one on the front of the fender too, and now I'm going down to the rust holes. I dropped the bumper, and so this rust was kind of a little bit smaller, but I cut the hole bigger. So now I'm gonna use some sheet metal, cut out this triangle shape, patch this, and then actually I'm probably gonna cut this out and make this just one giant piece and bend this little shape here and whatever. So I'm gonna get to doing this. The other side has 2 spots I have to jump on, so Just trying to knock it out real quick. All right, players, it's the next day, and I kind of just left off on this side of the car. I fixed that little spot down there. I still left these open, but I'm gonna tackle those on another day, along with this side, because this side has the same holes. But I also got this little patch. But anyways, Martin's about to start blocking this panel and start the real work on the Nova. He's gonna do the trunk first and pretty much trading work for work. And I'm gonna do this little fucking crusty ass panel on this truck. So there's a blazer that I was talking about earlier, and I'm about to do that. The other side has a panel too. I don't know if I'm gonna do, probably. It's right there. And then cover all these little holes, the side markers, all these holes. I don't know about these. I think probably these two, but like all these little holes on the tailgate, all gotta go. And yeah, pretty much gonna be working on this for a bit. I'll show you guys how this thing's going while Martin's doing work on the Nova. So update you guys in a bit. All right, tell us what's going on, Dean, because...
So I did a light block just to find dents and imperfections, because we just threw a light coat of primer so it wouldn't rust, but I used it as a guide coat. So wherever you see the primer is not sanded, this is a low spot, a dent.
It's kind of hard to see on camera, but like that you can kind of see it's darker because this little sanding block didn't sand anything there. They're low spots.
And then these are, I don't want to say they're high spots, but these are low spots around it. Probably from vibration, I don't know. But overall, it's pretty damn clean. So from this step, wherever I'm gonna put Bondo, I'm gonna get the grinder, grind a little bit just so that the Bondo sticks really good. And then get to blocking. After the Bondo's smooth, we'll see you guys again.
Continuing on this. All right, players. Beto just got back home on his mini bike, and Martin finished the trunk and roof for the first layer of good primer today, and I'm just wiping it down real quick. He's about to spray the roof and the trunk lid, and I'll throw some videos up when he's painting. And then this is what I've been doing on the Blazer. All those little holes, pretty much where all the red is was a little hole or something, and I covered all the holes pretty much. Shaved the side marker.
And the only thing we care about on this car is protecting, not the car. It's got to cover up the carbon fiber.
Everything else we don't care if we get overspray. There was some rust down there I fixed. We didn't end up doing the panel yet because that little air tool that I was showing you guys earlier was, I don't know if it's non-functioning or whatever, it's messed up. So Martin's gonna go get another one tomorrow, and we're gonna try again on that. Same thing on the other side. I just did all the holes. I gotta do that little rust spot, but we're just trying to get this done before the sun goes down. So we're about to get to this right now. All right, guys, so Martin's primed the trunk. Roof is primered already. It's still a little wet, but looks super sick. He got it all down nice and flat. Next, I don't know what's the next step, but Just glad we're making progress. Second of all, Beto is deciding to make more dumb decisions. And if you know what this is, then you already know what's gonna happen. So look at this Sasquatch over here. The great smell of gear oil. And I guess we can see.
Have no idea what I'm
He has
doing,
no
but
idea what he's doing. He was watching some backyard Yonke tutorials right now to try to figure it out, but
Hey, but that's how you do it.
yeah, that's how you do it.
this either go one or two ways. Either my car's not gonna run for like another 5 months,
Because he's not doing it the right way like we told him. But I guess expect to see some action with this thing soon. And he's buying stuff like that instead of the stuff to fix stuff like this. So roast Beto in the comments because his car is pretty on Instagram, but not in real life.
Oh my God. The Mike Wazowski right
I
there, my
know.
boy. Take that motherfucker out. Hey, wasn't that the original name of the car when he
Mike
got it?
Wazowski, because that headlight was missing.
And it was green. It had some green in it.
So that's it for today, at least on my end. Me and Thean pretty much wrap things up. I don't know if we're gonna I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but I might continue this video tomorrow. So catch you guys later. What is that?
Clear. But that's for later.
All right.
Don't judge me. We're trying something new here. I think this is too big.
Yeah, you should probably cut it in half.
I need to trim it.
what are you doing?
It's called, come here, Beto. It's called hydro dipping. Watch. This is paint.
That's paint.
Yeah.
Oh, pues ando bien.
Look, you see how it's expanding?
Yeah.
And this one is supposed to go back in right now. Look, you see it going back in?
Pretty sick. What's the thing that you're gonna?
This is activator.
No, what's the? Oh, you're gonna do this. You don't have to prep or nothing to these things.
Well, you could do it over, but
This is Martin's gonna. This is gonna be his first attempt. What is that? Clear?
this is
activator.
activator.
¿A quién te llevaste? ¿O sí? Oh, órale, órale.
All right, so now he's gonna dip that shit in there and see what happens. And if this works, we're gonna dip Beto in carbon fiber so it can match his car now. Probably our dog too.
Your hand's gonna get carbon fiber all over it too. Grab it from the inside.
Grab it from the
I
inside.
can't.
Why? You can't do that?
Push it out.
Your hands are too little?
Yeah, eso sí. No, pues a ver, en estos días, a ver si...
Look at him, nervous.
Amanezco mejor por ahí para el miércoles. A ver qué.
You gotta do it fast like in the video, Sue.
Once you get under the shake. Hey. Órale.
Sheesh.
That was the saddest sheesh I've ever heard.
I don't want to be that because Pop's on the phone.
I wonder if just because the thing's black, like it's kind of hard to see.
I know. I wonder if
I think
if
after,
you have
like,
to,
Because
do it
the sheet was like really transparent. You have another sheet?
You did.
So this is Steen's first attempt at hydro dipping. Pretty solid. Just this little panel is black, and I think that sheet of carbon fiber was like a little transparent, so it's kind of hard to see, but looks pretty good. And now we're gonna do some more sketchy shit with sketchy Beto. And we're gonna cut those little blocks that came with this mini spool kit, because I don't know if it's just not the right kit or what, but we're gonna make it work. All right, players, we just chopped this thing right now. Pretty straight cut. I'm gonna try to file down the edges just a little bit so it goes back in with ease, but this is a piece that we cut. We cut out, I mean, this is all we had, so we cut out like a centimeter. But this is the other one, and
magnetic.
you can see how much is cut off compared to the other one. That's how much we cut off. But yeah, we're about to cut this one too and then try to put it back. All right,
guys. So I just finished cutting these up.
yeah.
Perfect cuts.
Grab them
You
like
already
this.
know how-
Yeah,
that was pretty hot still. You know, perfect cuts.
pretty crisp. Martin sanded them down, filled them up a little with a little bondo on the little spots.
We're gonna hydro dip them, but nobody's gonna see them anyway. So
All right, we're about to go test those right
yeah,
now.
it is pretty.
Huh?
Pretty
Let's
cool.
see that. Sit them there. Oh my God, it's almost like a fucking machine cut them. All right, guys, we're back down to the rear end. So, little more info on what was going on. So the mini spool has these two pieces that go over your axles and the C-clips. So it replaces like the big spider gears. You can see the C-clip right there. You do have to trim the sides a little for them to fit in those two pieces. But now we got these nice and cut, and hopefully they fit now.
Oh snap!
Does it?
Yeah.
All right, now you gotta put the other one in. I don't know if I took a video of them not fitting before, but you can imagine how much they stuck out with that big chunk that we cut. So now they're pretty much perfect. And now he just has to stick the shaft in. That shaft right there on the diff cover. So now you gotta put the pin back. In place. All right, so now we got the pin in. Making sure we got that bolt to lock it in place. And make sure you never overkill these bolts, because if you snap that, you're kind of screwed.
Didn't you snap one before? Or somebody snapped one?
No.
Just so I remember, somebody's was stuck, or like it was stripped.
No, Dean's the fill bolt to fill the gear fluid into it was stripped, and I had to weld the nut to it to take it out.
Did you
Oh,
leave
I
that
didn't bring
wrench
the
to
wrench.
down here?
But pretty much that's it, guys, on the mini spool. Tighten this up. You already know how it goes. Put on a new gasket and
Fill up with
silicone if you use silicone, and then fill this thing back up. Make sure you didn't leave any dirt or anything like this inside, and fill this thing up.